Point Break! Welcome to my series of heist reviews leading up to Widows later this month. I decided I would start off by reviewing, in my opinion, the great 90s action heist movie, Point Break. And things I liked about this movie was the action. The action was intense, it was thrilling, it put me on the edge of my seat. My favorite scene in the movie is probably either the house raid or the car chase because they are very, very suspenseful. And even the bank robberies in this movie, and overall, basically like every action scene is very intense, and you never know how it's going to end off. And my favorite scene in this movie is probably either the car chase that turns into a running scene, or the house raid. And if you haven't seen this movie, I won't spoil anything that happens, but the action is thrilling, it put me on the edge of my seat, I was very drawn into all of it, and that's how you make action. And this movie is kind of over the top, and it's not like your average 90s action movies like, say, The Rock, which is another great 90s action movie if you haven't seen it, and it's not as over the top as that. It has its scenes, some cliched moments, but it's fine because that just adds to the suspense of the movie. And when a movie is filled with cliche moments, it usually ends bad. There's a lot of cheesy action movies that are really good, and like Predator. Predator's a cheesy movie, but I love Predator, and if you guys want me to review that sometime, I will review it. Probably in my favorite movies segment, which I'll start soon, probably after this. But this movie is over the top in a good way. This movie it has its cheesy moments, but not as much as you usually expect from most action movies that came out at this period. And yeah, it pulls it off good. It doesn't come off bad in any way. And there's most of the scenes are actually pretty great. There's the cheesy one-liners that sometimes, well, I don't even call them one-liners, just cheesy moments in the movie. But yeah, besides that, this was actually a pretty gritty, if not gritty, just suspenseful movie. And this movie does actually have amazing characters. They're charismatic, they're likable, and you feel the charisma between all these characters, and they have good chemistry between one another. Keanu Reeves is actually pretty damn great in this movie, and some people consider him a bad actor. I don't think he is. When he's given a good script, like in this movie, then he pulls out some really great stuff. And Patrick Swayze in this movie, phenomenal. They're both phenomenal in this movie. And one of my favorite actors in the movie, Gary Busey. There's a scene with him in a bank where he's confronting somebody, or not confronting somebody, but it's an argument between him and another FBI agent, and it's great. It's probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie as well. And the performances are good. The characters, I have to talk about this for a little. So, Johnny Utah is an FBI agent, and the robber, played by Patrick Swayze, and, they both, Keanu Reeves has to, his character has to, get into this surfing sort of, into the surfing gang, and basically figure out if they're the real heist people, yeah, the real robbers, and they start to develop a relationship between one another, and it's great seeing the choices they have to make and seeing things that happen later in the movie. And sorry I explained that so bad, it's hard to explain some of this stuff, and I haven't really been scripting my videos, so my brain is kind of retarded at some points. But yeah, I like pretty much everything in this movie. If you go into the flaws thinking this movie's cheesy, that's bad, then you're not gonna like this movie. But a movie that's trying to be cheesy, but even though this one isn't as cheesy, it still has its moments, it's fine. I wouldn't take away from a movie like this. And this is Point Break, I think, is one of the best action movies ever. It's not an Oscar movie, but, it's still a great action movie that you guys should really check out. I'm going to give Point Break 1991 an A+. Thank you guys for watching this video, and the next review I'm trying to get out for you guys is definitely Heat. He came out in 1995 and is one of my favorite heist movies of all time. And anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. I'll try to get more reviews out to you guys soon. And on Friday, I'll try to get an Overlord review out to you guys soon. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.